This cat watched all her kittens get adopted, but no one chose her, because in the shelter world, being a mom usually means you're the last one left behind. By day 15, she was almost invisible. Many people passed by, but no one stopped, and she started losing hope. But on day 98, the shelter staff decided to place a small piano in her cage, thinking if her stare wasn't enough to get attention, maybe her paws would. And soon, the cat became the shelter pianist. Every time a visitor walked by, she would press the keys as if saying, "Pick me." And finally, people started stopping instead of just walking by. And on day 135, her song was heard, and a family took her home. This girl noticed that her two fish were constantly kissing each other, so she prepared a special little room in the tank just for them. A few days later, she saw that the female fish's belly had grown slightly bigger, and the male was constantly guiding her toward their little room, as if telling her to lay her eggs there. Soon, the tiny space was filled with a bunch of eggs. Both parents spent most of their time guarding their babies. Before long, the eggs began to hatch. A few days later, the little ones learned to swim, and the exhausted parents were constantly putting them back into their room. And whenever the girl came too close to the tank, the father would stand between her and his family to protect them. But just when the woman thought everything was going well, the mother became pregnant again. This dog entered a jumping competition for the first time, but when he tried to grab the pillow at the top, he failed and completely lost confidence in himself. But his owner never gave up on him, and from that day on, they started training. First, they worked on building his speed by running on inclined surfaces, then focused on improving his reflexes and bite strength, and day after day, he trained harder than ever. But once he was finally ready, he entered another competition. But this time, he jumped with fire in his eyes and completed the highest jump of his life.